Here are today's episode highlights.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. Drink up, ladies, because it's going to get hot.
I gotta hydrate right now.
Hydrate, gummies.
Because it's gonna get super hot.
It's going to
here.
get steamy.
Yes.
It's going to get steamy.
steamy, exactly.
But we're talking orgasms today, right, Dee?
Well, yes, and I mean they're enjoyable, right? I mean, why would you want to
They're
tune
healthy.
out? Why would you want to tune out of this episode if you're not having them? Trust me,
You need
you're
to have
gonna
'em.
learn about them today.
Yes. How do you like it? A guide for getting what you want in bed. Shall we welcome the one and only Dr. Tara?
Thank you for that warm welcome. Is everyone having an orgasmic day?
Carlitos, does Dr. Tara loud and clear? Let's hear that.
Orgasm. Okay.
check, 1, 2.
Testes.
Professor at Cal State Fullerton. But the core of what I do everywhere I go is I educate. And education is really the main pathway to sexual liberation.
You just don't talk about it.
You don't. How old were you when you
don't.
had sex for the first time?
Oh, I was a little bit older because I had fear of that.
22, 18,
Super late bloomer.
I was 21.
21. Wow.
Definitely late bloomer. I'm even embarrassed to say it.
Oh my God!
Poor thing.
But
Oh my
no,
God,
not
what's
poor. Not poor. Let me tell you why.
I was wet everywhere. Like, you know that new song by Sabrina Carpenter, Tears?
Oh, tears. Yes.
That was
Love that
me,
song.
girl. Tears run down my thighs. Teen parents is very common. Statistically speaking, there's just a lot of teen moms. So what we want to do is prevent that, and shaming them isn't preventing. Sex coaching, like, let's go, it'll be fun. Maybe the coach will suggest something like penis worshiping.
What is that? Wait.
Some men are a little bit uptight
Yeah.
about opening up. They're like, oh no, I don't. That's too much for
That's
me.
That's why they should get pegged.
Oh.
Okay, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
They can have prostate orgasm. They can have combo orgasm. They can have rolling orgasm.
Wait, there's all these orgasms?
For men, yeah. Well, for women, there's more, but yeah. for
Oh,
men.
wait.
I am learning so much right now.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
had no idea at my age. How sad.
It's okay. Never too late to start.
What are some ways that women, especially women, can feel more empowered in the bedroom?
Not too raunchy, so everyone listening and watching can use.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're in your car, park your car.
Grab the joystick.
One at a time.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. One at a time.
Performance.
Oh, I love that.
I'm gonna look at my camera.
Yes.
No.
Here we go.
I am not. I mean, no. I will say I talked to the girls about this. I'm very private. That's not to say that this already hasn't happened.
Woo!
But
Wait, she gets a bow.
Hey girl, welcome. We've been waiting for you. Bienvenida. We are 4 comadres and we are so excited to have you here. I am Argelia.
I am Mindy.
I am Diana.
And I'm Janet. Join us. Grab that drink. Get comfy, settle in, and get to know us.
as we get down with some real conversations.
And raise that glass to the true power of sisterhood.
Are you ready for us?
This is Comadres Unfiltered.
Salud!
Salud hasta allá.
Yes.
Salud. Cheers. Drink up, ladies, because it's gonna get hot.
I gotta hydrate right now
Hydrate, gummies.
because it's gonna get super hot.
It's gonna
here.
get steamy. It's gonna get steamy.
steamy. Exactly.
Talking about steamy, do you guys recall that in season 2, we turned up the heat in this room when one of our spiciest and most empowering episodes came alive with intimacy coach
Yes.
who came to talk about sex, pleasure, desire.
Yes.
And I think I got a little bit too buzzed because I shared a little bit too much.
I remember that.
I remember I was what is it called? Sexting
Sexting.
I was sexting my
Yes, you
husband
were.
on the podcast.
On the
Remember he got
podcast.
excited? He said
Yes.
a little devil?
Yes.
You guys don't want to know what happened that night.
No, we weren't allowed to ask, you said. You said,
right.
don't
That's
ask me
right.
tomorrow what happened.
Lo cuqué y jugamos.
You teased.
Hey,
That's a
see, with the
teaser.
chongo.
Yeah. But you know what I loved about that episode? That it was eye-opening. It was eye-opening. It was a lot of fun.
It was leg opening too.
Yes, Toma. It was definitely that. It was definitely that. But you know what? It gave us permission, or at least me. It gave me permission to be more open about topics that I never, ever talked about with my friends from college, even my sisters, or even you girls, my comadres.
Right.
I think it was the first time that I was talking about something so intimate.
We got to know you a little
yeah,
better.
and our subscribers too. Because trust me, I got messages about like, how was it tonight, RG? And I was like, chismosas, no? So that's what I loved about that episode. And that's why today in season 3, we're revisiting not the same conversation, but the same topic where we get to talk about intimacy, but from a different lens. I want to go more in the lens of connection and communication and relationship, because I don't know about you girls, but I have a feeling that a lot of people think that when they hear intimacy, they think intimacy is just sex
Exactly.
and orgasms, which we will talk about. So I'm giving you the red light right now.
yeah,
if you don't want to hear the word orgasm, comadrita, tune out.
Sorry.
But we're talking orgasms today, right?
Well, yes, and I mean they're enjoyable, right? I mean, why would you want to
They're
tune
healthy.
out? Why would you want to tune out of this episode if you're not having them? Trust me, you're
need to
going
have
to
'em.
learn about them today.
Yes.
there's some
You need to
things
have
I
'em.
didn't know.
Yes. So because we are going to touch on orgasms and other, more deeper topics and angles, we're just giving you the.
trying not to be dirty here.
No, you're not dirty. You're being Diana.
Exactly.
Dirty
Yeah,
Diana.
sorry.
No, just kidding.
Dirty
Just kidding.
Diana. Exactly.
No, but honestly, intimacy is more than that. Intimacy is more than sex and orgasms. Intimacy is about love and trust and how we show up for our partner. Que no? And so today, who better to guide us than an expert, or should I say sexpert, because she's known on the internet as a sexpert. This is a real title, girls. Esmas, let me read you. Besides that title that she has owned,
It's impressive.
with pride and grace
Yes.
and a lot of talent. Besides being a sexpert, internet sexpert, she is a tenured professor. Yes, professor. She teaches. She is a relationship and intimacy coach as well. She is an award-winning researcher. She knows her stuff. She hosts her own podcast called Love Bites. Get it? Love Bites.
Love that name.
She is. This is one of my favorites too, because I'm on radio. I've been on radio for so many decades too. She's a radio show host of Love Line on K-Rock.
Oh, K-Rock.
That is
Sunday
so
nights,
cool.
by the way.
Yes.
I wonder why Sunday nights. We're going to talk about that. She's a content creator with over 2 million followers on TikTok alone. That's just TikTok.
That's impressive.
Besides Instagram, okay? And now she's an author too, because she just launched her new book called How Do You Like It? A Guide for Getting What You Want in Bed.
I like that.
So with that impressive curriculum, shall we welcome the one and only Dr. Tara.
Wow.
You're coming in hot,
Thank
Dr.
you
Tara.
so much. Thank you. Thank you for that warm welcome. Is everyone having an orgasmic day?
So far, so good.
Is that like your motto?
Yes.
I
Have
love
an
it.
orgasmic day.
An orgasmic day. We shouldn't be
Yeah.
afraid of the word orgasm, right?
Because
right.
orgasm or having an orgasmic day encompasses so many aspects of your life, right? If you've had good food, you've had good conversations
Yes.
with your friends, you've had a nice hangout with your sister, you've had a great connecting time with your spouses or partners, like all of that combined is an orgasmic day.
I love
Yes.
that.
So
So
true.
it's not just about sex. Sex is never about sex. Sex is about everything else.
I love that.
yes,
See,
yes. So
that's our
true.
first lesson already.
Yes.
And it's not even been like 5 minutes into the podcast episode. Thank you so much
I
for
love
being
the bell.
here. Thank you for saying
More
that.
cowbell.
Thank you for saying
People
that
are like,
because
"We're not cows."
we did have a subscriber complain about the annoying bell saying
Too
that
much
we're
of
not
that.
cows. I said we're not cows, but sometimes we are just we
Celebrating.
sound like celebrating. It's a party. Hello.
Yes.
But Dr. Tara, so how lucky are we to have you here? Because I know you're super busy.
Yes.
I mean, you've been featured on magazines like Glamour, Women's Health, Sexual Health, Cosmopolitan, Men's Health, Insider, just to mention a few. You have a TV show in the UK called Celebs Go Dating, where you're the official sexpert.
Yeah.
Yes.
And on top of that, you write, you have a column, you teach.
Yeah.
Like, how in the world did you make time for us?
Thank you for coming to our show,
Yeah.
by
I
the way.
will always make time for empowering sexy women.
Yay!
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Yes. Are you calling us sexy?
You're invited for next next season 2. So before we get into the heaviness of this intimate conversation, how is the mic feeling for you? Is it good? Is it far enough?
Let's see.
Is that good? What's
supposed to, let me see. It's supposed to be like one fist away, right?
One fist, okay.
I don't know. I've never tried fisting, but this should be one fist away.
I mean, let's test the microphone with you. All right, Carlitos, does Dr. Tara loud and clear? Let's hear that.
Orgasm. Okay.
Check. 1, 2.
Testes.
He might not be there. He might have went to the bathroom.
I think so.
Exactly.
Oh, I feel bad for our producer who happens to be male and he has to deal with us for women.
No,
but
he loves
today,
it.
he's going to love this conversation. So girls, her motto is less shame and more pleasure.
Yes.
So it's a pleasure to have you here, but let's talk about the different kind of pleasure that you talk about.
Yeah.
What exactly do you do for people that are for the first time hearing about Dr. Tara?
Yeah. I think at the core of my work is I am an educator. And whether, I'm a tenured professor, that's sort of like the honorifics, right? Like I'm a professor at Cal State Fullerton. But the core of what I do everywhere I go is I educate. And education is really the main pathway to sexual liberation. Because if people don't have correct information, proper information about sexuality, orientation, desires, orgasm, connection, or even Eastern philosophies like Tantra, and somatic sex therapy. Like if people don't have the information, there is no way for them to become more liberated in their personal life. So for me, I exist to give you the education and to help you feel less shame in whatever aspect of sexuality that you may feel icky about, and to be the example of what it's like to live a very sexually liberated life, as well as to educate in whatever aspect of sex you need me to do. I'm not someone that sells people on propaganda. I'm never a fan of sexperts that say like, oh, you should do this. Like here's the recipe that exactly works for everybody. Right? You must have sex at least 3 times a week. Like, I don't ever do that.
Thank you.
Yes,
because I don't have that. I wish I did.
And you're completely fine. And you are
think most
completely
people
fine.
don't. Yeah.
No, and I think the thing is, there is no one recipe for every couple. And that's why it's important to get the education first. Then you have the power to decide for yourself. Because if I give you a specific recipe, then you'll be shamed into doing it. Like, oh, then now I feel really bad about my marriage that I don't do based on this recipe.
Oh, thank
but
you.
it's bullshit. Recipe is bullshit in sex life.
Thank you for saying that.
Yes,
Because sometimes we do feel like that, don't we? Because you hear a lot about sexual shame. Versus sexual, I love that. Sexual liberty.
Liberation.
Sexual liberation. That is.
And that comes from, I'm just taking it back, right? So like how we all grow up, right? And I think, can you share with us what your background is? And and how did your background and how did your culture now bring you to where you are today? Because we are Latinas.
And I have a feeling we have we can relate
Yes.
a lot based on our traditional and very conservative culture.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so just coming from very similar backgrounds to now becoming a sexpert, like what was that transition like?
A lot of orgasms. But yeah, so my background, I actually, I was born and raised in Thailand. So ethnically I'm Thai. And I actually went to an all-girls private school. So in
interesting.
Thailand, where it is very sexually conservative and I would say borderline like sexually repressed. And then I also went to an all-girls Catholic school where you were...
girls.
Wow.
Brace yourselves with our girls. Wait, but they can end up being like Dr. Tara.
Exactly. I mean, hey, not bad, right? Making 6 figures.
Yes. AI will never be able to do that.
No, never. Basically, culturally, I come from like a deficit of sexual empowerment. Did not get any information. Sex was not celebrated. Sex was not communicated or talked about. I've never seen my parents being like, sexual, not like watch them have sex, but like being affectionate or being sexual towards one another. It was a very contained environment without any sex at all. But then at about 11 years old, I started having the feels.
Oh, really?
And-
It's normal.
Yeah.
I think we all have a memory of that.
Yes.
I remember
Yes.
my first weird
Feels.
feel.
The feel.
Yeah.
Feels.
You're like,
and it's
what's
usually
going
like
on?
the clitoral
Yes.
stimulation. Yeah.
Yes.
When you watch a TV show or a movie
Yeah.
of a scene of a
Yeah.
boy kissing a girl,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's how
Those
I
innocent
remember.
moments.
Yes.
You're like,
You're
what's
like, oh.
happening with my body? And it feels good.
Yeah. So for me, it was using a bidet.
Really?
Yeah, I remember vividly because I was 11. I just had my period, and I remember like using the bidet, and I'm like, oh, like that feels good.
You were
Like,
under a little too long, right?
why- yeah. I believe that was my first time having clitoral orgasm.
Really?
But like, I didn't understand why it felt a certain way and
Why would
why
you?
I liked it so much.
You were
And
11.
there was nobody
I
to
was
ask
11
either.
and no one to ask.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't dare ask
Right.
my mom.
Of course.
But you were
Why?
going into
But-
that restroom
yeah.
quite a bit.
But you know what? Why wouldn't we go to our moms who are best friends and our first teachers? Because when I felt that weird sensation, why I also felt like it was not
Shameful.
proper.
Yeah.
Why? How does it click into our minds when no one's told us, don't go tell your mom? Why?
Social conditioning. It's social conditioning for particularly girls to be hush hush about their body parts, their genitals, their sexuality, because it comes from purity culture. Purity culture states like you are pure and a virgin and right and worthy when you are not sexually explicit, and you are unworthy and you're unloved or unlovable and dirty if you are sexually expressive. So societal condition tells you to not tell anyone when you experience anything related to sex.
Wow.
So as girls, ever since you experience pleasure for the first time or even just a hint of it, you would just keep it to yourself. Maybe if you're lucky, you might tell a friend. But at the time, I really didn't have anyone to tell.
Yeah.
So I kind of just kept it in there, but then was going to the bathroom a lot.
We all need a bidet, I think.
Yeah, I think the bidet works really well. But I mean, right now you have vibrators. So
Yeah, exactly. True.
I have like 100 of them.
Oh my God.
We can talk about that later too.
Okay. Yes.
But yeah, like that was sort of like a pivotal moment for me of like embracing the very first sensation of like sexual satisfaction. And then I moved. I moved to Europe. I moved to Finland for high school.
Okay.
And in Finland or Scandinavia in general and Europe in general, people are very sexually open because they don't really care. It's not something to be ashamed of. It's not something they overly celebrate either. It's just there.
It's
And
natural.
and it's cool.
Nonchalant.
Yeah. It's science. It's biology. It's bodies. People are like naked in the saunas all the
Yes.
time. So when I went there, it was a huge culture shock. It was my first culture shock of like, whoa, like people here are so out there. But then it helped me being less ashamed of my body. And that from then on, it's sort of like just on this upward journey. Like I came to America. I live in LA. I went to my very first sex shop with a friend in college who like took me. At that time, she had already, she had owned like vibrators already. So she was just showing me like what vibrators to get. And so coming here to America was really helping me. Coming to America helps me come.
It's all America's fault, man.
Yeah, or their credit.
Yeah.
The credit to Los Angeles being diverse, more open-minded, have lots of different people of different attitudes and ideas about sexuality. I love it. I love LA. Like now LA is home. I've been here for a long time now. I've been here 10 years.
Wow.
And LA is home. I feel very comfortable in this culture and my friends here, my community here. But yeah, in terms of the second pivotal point, it's through graduate school.
Okay.
And this goes back to my first point is education will liberate you. And it doesn't have to be a formal education either. It can be like learning from this podcast.
Yes.
Right? Anything to gain more information in a less shameful way. So through graduate school, I learned so many facts and research. That's why I became a researcher about sexuality and long-term sexual satisfaction. And for me, like that was just like, wow, the more I know, the more empowered I felt.
Right.
And so, then I've just been on that journey ever since.
But you know what we love about you is that you're just not like a researcher or a professor
the traditional kind.
You're not. You are fun. You're approachable.
Yes.
And the content that
And
you share
entertaining.
on
You're
social
entertaining.
media makes us feel like we want to be her friend because she makes us feel comfortable to talk about a topic that is so taboo, especially in our culture, Latino, culture and your culture as well. And that's why we're like, wow, you're like the perfect formula because you can go serious, but at the same time, you make it so natural and fun. And how did you discover that side of you on, to be able to be a camera ready and you're a TV host, you're a content creator, you're a TikToker, your students at Cal State Fullerton must be like, wow, like this is a professor, but she's so much fun. Like, how did you discover that other
sex
aspect?
ed is, can you imagine a sex ed class with her? How fun that would have been like as a teenager.
I would have taken it.
Oh yeah.
I would have taken it in a heartbeat.
And educating teenagers in the sense like you'd probably teach them about safe sex, having fun, but safe. Oh my gosh. You need to do high schools too now.
Like, how did you discover that? Because one thing is to teach and help couples and people in general to, find their sexual liberation. But another thing is to actually go in as a content creator and entertain with real serious subjects like sex.
Yeah. I'd have to say it's twofold. Like one, it's my natural personality.
Since a kid?
Yeah, like I've always sort of been like the joker. Like I joke around. I like saying inappropriate things, not necessarily about sex per se, but I'm sort of just the person that like will say funny things.
You don't hold back.
No, like I say funny things in groups. Yeah. Like that's sort of like my personality. I'm someone that like a friend will come to and I'll be like, girl, you need to stop doing that. Like I'm just naturally, that's my personality.
You're real.
Yes.
But at the same time, it is honed. It's a skill. And I practice a lot. And I don't want to disregard that. I don't want to say like, oh, it's just me. I'm naturally like this. Like
God made me this way.
Right, yeah. It's both nature and nurture. Like nature part is my personality. But at the same time, to become a full-time content creator, to become a TV host, like it's a lot of training. Yeah. And I do media training. And I would say like, if you guys go back to my TikTok from 4 years ago, I talk differently.
4 years ago, girls. Took her to 2 million plus now. So hopefully we'll be there in 4 years.
You will get
so
there.
you've seen the evolution of Dr.
growth, right? I mentioned the growth and how much you've moved through all of that.
But honestly, worth like all the effort because like at the moment, I think being a content creator it gives me the best ROI.
Really?
It's the best like investment of time and effort and money because I have a big team. That's because great. Now my business is like basically based on social media, brand deals.
Wow.
And it's been really rewarding to be monetarily compensated while like pursuing your dream.
That's beautiful. You're living the dream.
Yeah. I teach sex ed and I get paid.
Wow. Love it. Yeah. That is awesome. Yes. So going back to what Janet was saying about our traditional conservative culture, what did your parents and family in general think about your career, or should I say vocation and passion?
At first they were really embarrassed. I think my mom and dad still tell their friends that I'm a social science professor. They don't say sex, they never say sex. But then like they discover me anyways because it's like, algorithm. Like if they like my stuff.
2 million followers on TikTok, how are they not going to discover it? They just show up.
But like they don't necessarily like promote it. And I understand it. And I think this is a part of culture that we should talk about is that you can love your mom and you can love your parents and also understand the limitations.
Yeah.
And I think that's a journey I went through is becoming really proud of myself for me. I don't need external validation to tell me I'm doing well. I know I am doing well. So for me, if my mom's not telling all her friends about what I do, it's okay. It's her limitation, not mine. And I still love her as my mom. So I think that's a part of culture. But yeah, growing up, that was a totally separate thing. Like they never talked to me about sex. And I think it depends. Like in Asian culture, and I think in Latin culture, and especially for girls, your moms would be like, you need to like, obviously you need to not have sex, right?
Until you get married.
Save yourself until you get married, or else like what are people going to say or think?
Yes.
Did your parents, did your mom tell you that?
Oh, yeah.
My mom, we can go around the room, but my mom, I've shared it here in the podcast already, where my mom, she never talked specifically about sex, don't open your legs to anyone. She just said, your body is a white flower. literally, I still remember the conversation. Your body is a white flower that is pure, that is clean, that is virgin. And that you must save the flower for that one person that is the one that you will marry. Like she was very specific.
So,
and that narrative stuck to me. Like you have no idea where I found myself not too long ago having this conversation with my first daughter about the flower. And then I was like, wait.
It's not the right way to do it.
I shouldn't repeat her narrative. I'm not saying go and open your legs, but it's a different type of conversation now about feelings and love and until you feel that you're ready with that person. But it wasn't like my mom. It was the whole time I had boyfriends. I thought, I can't because I have to protect the white flower. Seriously, girls. That was my mentality.
Because this is this is the way we were taught.
To go back to your point.
So I didn't have a conversation at all. There was no conversation. No, it was just it was implied, right? It was implied. Don't disrespect yourself. Don't let people disrespect you. I think the respect factor was talked about a lot, but what that means was not spoken about. But you interpreted it, and also I think for me, I think it was the respect factor.
The respect. Yeah, my mom always used respect yourself. Don't let anybody disrespect, like all the time. And like you said, she wouldn't use the word sex. No. It was respect. And then when I finally was dating someone, I was 18 and I was still living at home. And I wasn't allowed to spend the night with my boyfriend. I wasn't allowed to travel with my boyfriend.
At 18?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I could not go the first few dates. I could not go on nighttime dates. Only afternoon, daytime dates.
Like how old were you when you had sex for the first time?
Well, I obviously at 18, I started having sex, but it was like, it was very secret.
In the car.
In the car, wherever.
A lot of teenagers had their first time in the car.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it was like, and then I didn't sleep with my ex-husband now, but until I got married. Like that was my parents, I think, assumed that was the first time I spent the night with my husband on my wedding night.
You just don't talk about it.
You don't. How old were you when you had sex for the first time?
Oh, I was a little bit older because I had fear of that. I mean,
the white flower.
The white flower.
It was even more traumatic than that.
My husband was like my first boyfriend. He was my first partner.
You're okay, and you were 22.
I was 22.
22, 18.
Super late bloomer.
I was 21.
21. Wow.
Definitely late bloomer. I'm even embarrassed to say it, but I should be proud of it too at the same time. I honestly saved myself, maybe because of the white flower. I'm not saying I didn't play around, I got my fix, my dose.
You mean second base?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm proud to say.
But penetrative sex.
My husband. Oh my!
What?
Until
so in a way, you guys are very traditional.
The very first person that got to bloom the white flower is my husband.
Oh my God!
Poor thing.
But not poor. Let me tell you why.
Frustration.
We're going to talk about orgasms.
Wow.
That doesn't mean that
she's
this
been having
body
clitoral orgasms.
didn't have pleasure
you're playing.
in different ways.
You were playing, gummies.
And I think it was also the fact that the fear of, I'm going to say it out loud, getting pregnant. I'm like, I do not want to deal with that. I don't want to, I'm not ready to have a child because that is a consequence,
easy to get pregnant in your 20s.
Definitely. Especially in college, 4 years of freedom, no parents watching you. So for me, it was the respect of the white flower and the fear, big time, of getting pregnant and then thinking, I am not going to get rid of the baby because of my conservative values. I'm going to have to put a pause on my career, and there's no way
you don't
I'm going to put a pause on my career because I had a mission. I'm going to get educated. I'm going to get a diploma. I'm going to buy my mom a house. I'm going to have a career, and then I will have a child when I get married. And that's why I was so disciplined with how I treated my body
with first generation kids. You know, and that's part of what our background is. You know, we're first gen kids. We are all of our hopes and dreams packed up into these bodies of our parents,
and
right?
And the main narrative is work hard.
Work hard.
Yes.
Work hard. And so you have
don't
to
think
focus
about sex,
elsewhere.
like,
No,
That's
absolutely.
That's
On top of that, that is a distraction.
Yes.
Like this is your focus. And so I think not until, and I think a lot of first gen probably, kids
relate.
will probably relate to that as well.
Guess how old I was the first time I had sex?
Let's take a guess one by one. I
let's say
I can't guess.
15.
You're super young, so I'm thinking.
I'm 37. I'm not super young.
You are young, honey.
Oh,
Okay. I am 50.
Yeah.
You don't want 50, 55, 40. So you're a baby. You're the baby of the
You're
room.
little baby of the
Yes.
I'm thinking
44.
maybe
44.
I'm 46. I'm 46.
either 18, 19, or 20.
15.
17.
You were in high school when you were in Finland, and that's when you said, I'm just deducting from information. I'm thinking maybe your senior year in high school.
I'm thinking bidet.
The first time I had a sexual relation with someone was when I was 13. And it was a girl because I went to an all-girls school. So for 2 years, I was a lesbian.
Okay. For 2 years.
Yeah, until I went to because it's all girls. Yeah. So like, had a had a couple of different girlfriends and exploring sexually with a girl. And then when I went to high school, then I had sex with a boy.
Okay.
But yeah.
So at 13 with 13, the girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think with a boy, and then like 16-ish. Yeah.
And were you in a relationship with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in a the first guy that I like hooked up with, he was French and international student as well, because I was also an international student there. And that was not my boyfriend. I let him fingered me at the bench at a basketball court. And I came so hard, I was wet everywhere. Like, that new song by Sabrina Carpenter, Tears?
Oh, Tears? Yes!
That was
Love
me,
that song.
girl. Tears run down my thighs. Like, I was so horny. I mean, I was 16 years old. Like, 16-year-olds are very horny. Like, I was very horny. But then, like, after he left, I had a boyfriend. And then, the first, like, penetrative sex I had with a boyfriend.
Wow.
So that was really fun.
Did you feel sexually liberated at that point? You're like,
A little bit more, a little bit more than Thailand for sure. Because then I wasn't around my parents anymore. I was alone. Like I was at boarding school, so like do whatever, and all the kids there were very like open-minded.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: when you're going through this phase of your life, right, exploring, because I'm sure that's the reality for many young people. I mean, at 16, I had my first boyfriend, so it was the first time I felt the sensation like with a boy. Besides watching a movie and like, ooh, what's going on down there, right? But so we shouldn't be shocked that it's normal that at that age our body is doing something
it's
natural.
reacting.
Yeah, it's completely normal. Your hormones between like 12 to like 22, so 10 years, your hormones are crazy. So it's normal if they have anger. It's normal if they're a little bit emo. It's normal if they go through like period where they feel like they want to explore and they're really curious about sex and they're horny. It's normal if they look up porn because it's just curiosity and being inquisitive. If anything, I think it's better that parents offer to be around to answer questions whenever they have questions regarding sex and porn, because they will do it on their own. And if they feel too ashamed, they won't come to you. And that is the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
You don't want to raise kids that will go get fake abortion from a van.
Exactly.
And I talk about this whenever I get invited to talk at like high school assemblies. I'm like, listen, I'm going to be real with you because again, I'm not your parent. But like teen parents is very common. Statistically speaking, there's just a lot of teen moms. So what we want to do is prevent that, and shaming them isn't preventing. Being there for them is preventing. So you want to say, listen, I know it's that time, because, you have hormones and stuff, and you want to focus on rather like saying like, oh, you got to keep yourself pure. Or I know that your mom had good intentions.
She was raised from a different generation.
But not good narrative. Yeah, not good narrative, but good intentions.
She did the best that she could.
Good intentions, but not good narrative.
Yeah.
And that's what I want. I'm really curious about this because we all have teenagers. And I think you're already like going in that, but I would love to just hear a little bit more speaking to teenagers about sex. What is your narrative around that?
So first off, I would explain to them that there are 3 types of people in the world. There's people that have sex for procreation, which is have sex to have babies. There are people that have sex for relations, meaning they're in a good, respectful, loving relationship.
Safe.
Yeah, safe relationship. And then there are people that have sex for recreation, meaning they have fun having sex recreationally and having hookups.
So pleasure.
So pleasure in their own way. Like it might not be in a relationship, it might just be hookups or one night stand. But there are these people, right? And the procreation people are typically the people that enjoy sex the least, have the least amount of pleasure, have the least amount of sexual satisfaction and relationship satisfaction in their long-term relationship. So you don't want to feel like you're just a breeder. Like, especially for girls, like you don't want to feel like you're just there to be a mom.
A lot of women in our parents' generation felt that was their purpose.
It's your job.
That was their purpose because they didn't work, they didn't have a career, they weren't professional women out there. They literally were meant to marry and multiply.
And multiply the kids.
Think about our grandmothers.
Yeah.
My grandma,
18, 20 kids.
Exactly. Yeah, by
My
the
grandmother
dozen.
had 16 kids.
Yes.
My grandmother has 16 kids.
Yeah,
My vagina hurts.
Yes.
Just thinking about it.
I know.
The natural births fulfilling their purpose. But I love what you're bringing up about the teenagers because I just feel like today, compared to when we were in high school, I can tell you about how many of my friends were pregnant. And now I am proud to hear statistics, show that there are less pregnancies now because this generation is more mindful of actually
the future.
No, not only that, because we were mindful of our future first gens. They're more mindful of being in tune and in love or feeling something real with that person that they're giving themselves to. That's what I've heard with the Gen Zs.
Also more information.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's
I think,
more
communication information is power, right? And
totally.
And that's what I want to know. We've had a little bit of these conversations with our own kids. And for me, back to the narrative, it's just like, am I saying everything I need to say? Am I saying it correctly? Am I missing information?
I think you have to make sure that you explain the three types of people so that they understand, because then it helps them categorize information, right? Like, what does it mean to have sex?
Yeah.
It means these three things. Like, are you procreating? Are you in a loving and respectful relationship? Or are you someone that just like through your own empowerment enjoy casual sex and not being forced to do it?
Yes. Right.
So which one are you? And of course, like as parents, parents naturally lean towards the second one, right? Like only have sex when you're in a loving, respectful relationship. And I think it's fair to teach teenagers that like sex can be enjoyable, pleasurable when it comes from two or more respectful, loving humans.
Yeah.
And if you're missing any of these parts, if they say they love you, but their actions show disrespect, you don't want to have sex with this person. Yeah.
Love that.
Out the door. Bye.
It's not, and even if they respect you, but there is no love, do you want to try to do it? That's sort of your choice.
Yeah.
Ultimately, there needs to be respect and love. And I think when you teach them that, they can just have their own power to make a decision rather than specifically say like, no to this, no to this, because this generation, unlike you, because you were so like disciplined by your mom.
By the book.
And you did not, you really listened to her.
I did.
This generation is different.
I know.
Because
and
they
I shouldn't
have
be
social
shocked.
media, right? They have
Yes.
social media. They have smartphones. They know what their friends are doing. They know what's on Twitter,
Yeah.
which is porn.
Exactly.
and
I know. I've seen some things on Twitter, which is X now, where I'm like, whoa,
It's
I
porn.
would have been traumatized
Yeah.
if I was 15 seeing the things that I've seen.
So, I teach college students. They tell me that they watch porn on Twitter because it's free.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's great.
yeah.
I've seen crazy stuff, girls.
Yeah,
Which is X now.
Yeah,
It's X now.
Yeah, X.
But I've seen some crazy things. I'm like, why don't they filter this? They don't filter it.
They don't.
And that's where
Yeah.
the teens are getting their images for free.
Yes.
Right. So, but right now you mentioned love and respect. So that's the teen department. Let's talk about our department, adults.
Same rules apply.
Really? But the thing is, my question for you, Dr. Tara, is you're in love with this one person and you've known them for years, right? I'm not talking from my perspective, but we hear, well, maybe at one point I did. Why is it so difficult to communicate with our partners who we love about our needs in that department? Why cannot we talk about intimacy or even turn on the lights and say, do this, do that? Why are we so even shameful about being director in bed?
Very simple, because you guys are nice people and you simply don't want to hurt their feelings.
That's it.
That's
Good
it.
point.
That's it.
Really? So it comes to like then lead the way because they're the man.
Research shows that people find it really difficult to bring up sexual communication because they don't want in any way to offend their partner in any way. And sex is such a vulnerable situation.
Right.
Even giving a direction could mean something else. If you give a direction, it could potentially mean, if you have a partner that gets offended easily, it could potentially mean that for all this time, they haven't been doing a good job. Right. So, so simply put, people are afraid to engage in sexual communication because they don't want to offend their partner in any way. And that comes from love. And whenever I do counseling for couples, I start with that speech that I just gave so that they both are on the same page of like the reason why you haven't been clicking sexually is because you guys care about each other and you don't want to hurt each other's feelings because you think speaking up will hurt each other's feelings. So let's dispel that. Let's both get on the same page that I want to hear from you and I will not be offended. Then you are now liberated from the shackles of like, do I need to walk on eggshells? Then now you can say anything. So that's why relationship counseling and like sex therapy is important because it gives you a context to like say, you know, whatever feedback. And then you can use that to go back to your bedroom and fix your sex life.
And to open up with no shame, right? Now, there are times when maybe your partner or your husband of many, many years doesn't want to talk about it. They're not open to it, but you are. You want to explore more things. You want to have more fun in the bedroom. It's getting stale. The connection is no longer there. How do you navigate through that? How do you present it when he's not open to go to a therapist? What would you recommend? Are there any recommendations to open up?
Absolutely. This is considering that you are in a somewhat happy relationship, right? Maybe the sex part needs spicing things up. But in general, your partner is very respectful to you, and you
everything else is good.
Like you have a well-functioning relationship, right? You would equate that to making you happy. So when you approach it, you want to approach it with, okay, like let's say, you know, Mark, right? My let's say my partner is Mark. I would say, you know what really makes me happy? And you can approach it in a very soft tone.
Right.
And they would be like, oh, what? Like go shopping? Yes, that.
That too.
But also, I just think, you know, we've been together a long time and I just listened to this podcast about sex therapy and I just think it would be fun for us to go to like sex coaching. And we actually found in research that when you say coaching, men register it better than therapy.
Really?
Because
pay attention to that, comadrita.
Because they're like sports people.
Yes,
you know, like they're like a coach. Like, oh, like you get a business coach, you get a life coach, you get a sex coach.
Okay.
But like if you go to therapy, there is a misunderstanding that you have something wrong. And something wrong needs to be fixed.
And why fix what's not broken in their head, right? In their heads.
We don't want to hurt their egos. Exactly. In their heads.
In their heads.
So it's important to like use the right language, the right tone, that it would make you happy, that he would make me happy by doing this. And it's sex coaching. Like, let's go. It'll be fun. Maybe the coach will suggest something like penis worshiping.
What is that? Wait. Penis worshiping.
Yeah.
Let's get into that.
What is penis worshiping?
So I learned this as a part of tantric sex. Have you ever heard of tantric sex?
I have the book.
I've heard about it. I have the book.
Yeah.
Is that different from Kama Sutra? I've heard of Kama Sutra.
Yeah, different. But has like Tantra like borrows some of the stuff from Kama Sutra.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll explain because I've never heard of it until now.
Yeah. Well, Tantra is an Eastern philosophy about living a fulfilling and passionate life, not necessarily about sex.
Okay.
But then it was adapted into your sex life. So it's tantric sex is about energy. It's about exchanging energy, which I think everyone would agree when you have penetrative sex with someone, it's an exchange of energy.
Yes.
And you don't want to have sex with someone with bad energy.
Yes.
How sad. I mean, life is so short.
And somebody that you're emotionally connected with also makes for better sex.
Yes. So tantric sex is about that. It's about slowing down, experiencing all the sensations, getting reconnected to your partner, and embracing non-traditional sexual forms. And so one of the practices
I'm like,
Tell me more.
is your husband listening? Because penis worshipping is
he will be watching.
Oh, sorry, we're still on the tantric sex. Go ahead into penis worshiping.
Yeah. So I teach penis worshipping as a part of tantric sex activity. I call it an erotic solution. So for couples that have been together a long time, I have a set of erotic solutions that you can pick and choose to do at home. And they're just fun sex activities that is outside of the norm that you have never heard of. And this is in my book. How do you like it? So when you go to the book, you'll see all the activities, which I call erotic
Are there
solutions.
pictures in there? I'm kidding.
There are some pictures.
Is it an audio book? Always.
There is an
There
audio
you go,
book.
Jen. There's a new book for you. That's the kind of book
Wait.
book club.
There's an audiobook?
There is an audiobook, yeah. I just finished recording the audiobook.
You also have like audios in there about like the mood.
What's
and-
reading the book.
there's me like teaching dirty talk.
Yes, I need help with that.
Okay, that I've
Yeah.
never done.
Dirty talk.
That I gotta say, I'm good at giving directions. Thank you very much. I'm very proud of myself. But that is one thing I've never been able to do.
Dirty talk.
Dirty
Yes,
talk.
I
Not
know, me
even.
too.
Not even.
We,
Not
we
even
should
text.
go there next. But
Yes.
penis worshipping
Okay, yes.
is a really
interrupting. This is too exciting.
interrupting.
Stop interrupting, Dirty Diana.
Sorry.
It has 3 aspects. So the first aspect is verbal affirmation. So you are devoted to him. You are devoted to your man and his penis. So you would like look at his penis and you will say like, you have an amazing penis. I desire your penis.
Should we name the penis?
Yeah, sure. No. Something like masculine
Crawl,
though.
the warrior king.
Yeah, something like very masculine.
Okay.
And you want to give your husband's penis affirmations
Rocket Man.
that you are devoted to
We're
the
talking
penis.
to the penis.
Yes, because you're worshipping the penis.
How do you do that without giggling? No.
You can giggle. It's cute. It's a part of the whole thing.
So
It's
no
like,
Princess Sophia.
no, that would
Do
be
you remember that? I'm
emasculating.
totally bringing up the movie. Come on. You guys know what I'm talking about.
remember.
Yes.
Maybe King Sam.
Crawl, the warrior king. I think that's where it landed.
Something like that.
So worship
And then
the penis, and then
The second aspect is hand work. So it could be like this.
no te hagas como que no sabes.
Be like this.
I've never seen
But
that.
it's like focusing on the handwork, using a lot of lube, and just focus on giving the penis attention.
So
And
we should
then-
normalize the lube.
Yeah, 1000%.
We have to normalize the
Yeah.
lube. I just feel like a lot. It's in the stores and like, "Ching," like don't even look at it.
No,
What?
1000%. I
You can
lube
use
all
like
the time.
coconut
you don't look
oil,
at it?
right?
I don't
You
even
can
look
use
at
that
it.
too, but some women complain that it changes their pH.
Oh.
I use it and it's fine, but everyone's chemistry is different.
Okay, so
Yeah.
don't reach for the masola or the coconut
I
oil.
use coconut oil.
What about baby oil? Okay, the thing is about me, my issue is this. You know what? So many chemicals out there. This is my body. This is my vajayjay. This is my temple that God
I
gave
only
me.
use FDA approved lube.
Thank you.
Yes.
So that's my concern. Like I know men are in the middle of the action and they just grab something slippery, just something.
Yeah.
And no, it should be. To me,
Yes.
it's like I need to take care of this body because of
Slap it on
cancer.
before,
I think of KY jelly. That's the one your gynecologist uses. So I'm assuming that's a medical grade.
I use coconut oil for outside.
Okay.
Like if he's doing pussy worshipping, which my husband does pussy worshipping.
Really?
Then he would like massage my vulva and my clitoris with coconut oil because that's the heat and the sensation I prefer. But then penetration I would use lube. Yeah.
See, I didn't know there was a difference.
And pH balance.
So there's
Yes.
steps, girls. There's 3
I
steps.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
So should we do these in order? Like first the penis
Yeah,
and then
affirmations, handwork, and then oral work. Yeah. So
Oral as in speaking to it, or
no. Oral as in putting it in there.
Okay.
But slow and just basically pay attention.
enjoying the moment.
Enjoying it. Yeah, because I think the purpose of it is to be devoted to your partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to the moment. The moment in time.
Yeah,
Yes.
be into it. Yeah, so that's the penis worshipping, which is very similar to pussy worshipping through the same process.
Yeah.
And that's where your husband or partner would do that to you. But then, dirty
it
talk.
takes
dirty
two.
talk.
It takes two, though, right?
Yes.
It does. And
Well, you
sometimes
can't talk to
more
it
if you talk to
yourself.
me. Sometimes it takes 3 or 4.
And you know what? Then here's the reality, because I've heard it from so many people. Some men are a little bit uptight
Yeah.
about opening up. They're like, oh no, I don't. That's too much for
That's
me.
why that's why they should get pegged.
oh,
Okay, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Playing with their butthole.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, they would never do that. I don't know.
Latino men
I was gonna
don't
say
don't
Latino
want
men,
anything
yeah.
They
else
have an
near
issue
their buttholes.
getting their prostate checked. Imagine that.
Oh God, they're like,
They can have prostate orgasm. They can have combo orgasm. They can have rolling orgasm.
Wait, there's all these orgasms?
For men, yeah. Well, for women, there's more, but yeah.
Oh,
for men.
wait. There's a lot more orgasms for women?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just a vaginal orgasm?
No.
Oh.
Vaginal is the hardest one to have.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which is amazing
Yeah,
when
it
you
is.
have
Yes,
it because
yeah.
it's
It's
like
very
you're
deep.
literally in
Yes.
sync.
Yes.
And to me,
Yes.
that's majestic and
It is.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a
beautiful.
moment. It's a moment.
Yeah.
It's a moment.
Yeah.
If comadritas, you haven't had the what's it called again?
Vaginal orgasm.
Vaginal orgasm. I mean, you're missing out. I mean,
Yeah.
it does take time. It does take
takes a lot
practice
of
and
time,
time
yeah.
and finding like the right.
Angle and
And also, you need a lot of
Yeah.
warm up.
Yes,
Okay, so
yes.
like the science of the female body is very simple. You need blood flow to your genital in order to experience orgasm. When your body is cold and when someone just comes over to you, touch you for a minute, and then insert, it hurts.
Of course.
And it's not pleasurable, and you won't have an orgasm because you are not yet warm, because the blood is not yet there. You need to massage it, and
Work it.
whether it's massaging the mons, the pubic area, or massaging the clit, or whatever, the labia, you just need to massage it and put blood there.
Yeah.
Pull the blood there. Once the blood is there, then you penetrate. Feels so much better.
Tell that to the men.
Yes.
Just
yes.
cut
Are
the
you
clip, just
listening,
cut
men?
the clip, and then
They're gonna be like, that's a lot of work.
You know, a lot of grown
Comadritas.
men don't even know that. They
You
just
can-
think that you have to be automatic
And
like
it's
within
not.
5
no,
minutes.
no,
It's
not
like,
at all.
No, but your right partner will know. They're understanding that if the right partner should know that our bodies work very differently from men.
it's slower.
Very
Yeah, it's
slow, especially when you have wine. I've noticed that when I have wine,
100%.
it's gonna take more time, baby. But he actually loves it more. You know, like it's more
Because
pleasurable.
you're probably more uninhibited too. Like you're
Yes,
like
with
a little
wine.
bit more loosey goosey. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
But I
for-
want to hear more about the other orgasms.
So tell me. So vaginal orgasm 1. I've heard about a clitoric. Is that how you say it?
Clitoral.
Clitoral orgasm. What are the other ones? There's so many. You said there's so many.
Yeah.
To tell.
So
Yes.
clitoral orgasm, vaginal orgasm, anal orgasm, nipple-gasm.
nipplegasm.
No,
Yeah.
just touching, just
Okay,
fondling,
yeah.
playing.
Massaging the
Okay.
nipple for a long time.
Ah.
Nipple-gasm. You can have combo orgasm. You can have rolling orgasm.
What's a
my
rolling
gosh.
orgasm?
Rolling.
Is continuously getting stimulated when you already have an orgasm. So, for example, let's say you're having an orgasm, then put a vibrator on your clitoris to
Yeah.
have like continuous
More.
rolling, pushing it
Wow.
past that. Like I have to close my leg.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Like push him up. Like,
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, when you say you can't handle it anymore, like just put a vibrator on that. Have your partner can do it for you. Like you will then like, oh my god, like what's next? That's next.
I am learning so much right now.
Yeah.
I had no idea at my age. How sad.
It's okay. It's okay. Never too late to start.
Never too
my
late.
goodness.
Never too late. You know why, Dr. Tara? Because this one here is back in the dating game. And a lot of women that are watching us and hearing us, a lot of comadritas, are back in the dating game. Diana, too, even though she's kind of like already.
Steady. She's
But I love that we're
Good
talking
guy.
about the dating game because it must be, right? How are you afraid of again?
It's a little traumatic, I have to say, to get out there
I
again
bet.
because you don't know who you're gonna meet and what their sexual preferences
like
are.
starting all over again.
Yeah.
Can you imagine meeting someone who is very sexual and he likes his prostate to be tickled or whatever?
Then you can do
Hell,
it.
girl.
Then you can do
I don't know
it.
about these little fingers going anywhere near a fucking
You can
asshole. I'm
massage
sorry.
the butthole like this with coconut oil,
Hey,
and then when it's warm, then you can put
honestly,
in a finger and
I
do
don't
this.
think I want to do that. Like, I'm not open to do a lot of those kinky
But that's
things.
okay. You have your
Yeah,
own preference.
exactly.
Everyone deserves to have their own preference, and
Jonathan's
everyone is
face.
allowed
Listen,
to
I'm
communicate
listening.
their preference.
They want to go right. Don't want to go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that, like, okay, that looks
What if
enticing.
you really love them and they are so respectful to you and like the best potential partner that you can have, your next husband material? Like,
Okay.
but
They have everything.
But he wants his
really-
prostate massaged.
Maybe I'll massage it with a stick or something.
Or would you allow someone else massage it for him?
No.
Probably not.
No.
Okay, well, then,
So that's the thing.
It'll be something, an
Then there has to
instrument or
be a
something,
compromise.
and then kind of like
maybe a vibrator. There's a
little-
prostate
then
vibrator that you
tickle
can
him.
use. Yeah.
This imaginary guy.
Someone will come into your life.
This imaginary guy.
But see, it is some worries because when you first meet someone and you're getting to know them, intimately, you do kind of. It's exciting.
I was gonna say it has to be exciting.
It's like, oh shit! Like he likes this.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa! He wants to do this. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like you're testing the boundaries a little bit, right? Like,
Yeah.
how far can how far can I go? How far is he gonna go? Like you're kind of testing those limits, right?
Oh.
And some of it could be a little bit scary. I don't know. Like, what if he likes threesomes and you don't? Like, that's a worry.
Yes.
I mean,
Like,
that's
fuck,
okay
he
because
likes,
then ultimately it's
multiple
like then it's not
partners.
a person for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's when you know, okay, it's not gonna work, right?
That's
true.
why, like for me, being in ethical non-monogamous relationship, it was
Right.
hard to
Which
find
means,
a partner.
Oh yeah, explain to us. What does that mean?
Ethical non-monogamous means that like I have a partner, like my husband,
Yes.
and then we can date other people within
wow.
the realm of like agreement
Okay.
and understanding of who they're seeing.
Is this different from swingers?
Different. 'cause
Okay.
Very different.
we're
Okay.
not swingers. Yeah,
Okay.
swingers are couples that have sex with other couples.
Okay.
Yeah, and we don't do that.
That's not it for you.
But we're
Okay.
allowed to see other people if we want to, but we communicate up front and get an approval from our partner.
Transparency, 100%.
Very transparent. Yeah.
So
like-
you know who he's going on a date with.
Oh, yeah.
You see your picture.
Yeah,
you know
yeah, yeah.
exactly.
So no
Yeah, like-
jealousy here?
like he's seeing someone, I know who it is. Yeah.
So you don't get jealous?
No, because we have a very solid relationship. This is my life partner.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
we do
great.
we do everything together. Like yeah.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
it's the type of relationship that I'm in. And like I said before
Yes.
the show started, I said non-monogamy, ethical non-monogamy, meaning doing it above the board, upfront, honest, consensual,
Yes.
like, adults, respectful way. Ethical non-monogamy is like a sexual orientation. It's like being gay. It's not for everybody.
Okay.
Right.
Like some people are gay, some people are straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like some people are monogamous, some people are non-monogamous.
I see.
And I'm just non-monogamous.
Wow.
And it's really hard to find a partner that is your life partner. And finding my husband and being together for like the last 6 years have just been like the best thing ever.
And this is a person you
It
want to
works
grow
for
old
you.
with.
Yes.
You definitely want to grow old with this
Yeah,
person.
1,000%. Yeah. This
As
is my
long as
life
you
partner.
guys, so as long as you're on the same page and communication is key. That's
and if
really
there's love, I think there's so many monogamous couples that are just together, don't have love in their relationship.
and just have physically
true.
sex, but not intimate,
Emotional,
which
yes.
is very different. That's why for me it was very
Yeah.
important to have this conversation with you today, Dr. Tara, because sex is sex. Physical pleasure, 11 minutes from what I hear, and vámonos, let's go. But intimacy can be a session of beautiful connection. And that's why we wanted to have you here to talk about that deepness of when we talk about this topic that's so taboo in our culture and when amongst us. I mean, we had an issue here even with amongst ourselves. How do we tackle this topic with Dr. Tara without being too edgy or going into the raunchiness or vulgarness? And that's why it was important to tackle these conversations to make it more normal in a beautiful way. And hearing you speak today is like, I wish I would have had you at LMU when I was in college,
I know.
Exactly.
My class is always like super full. So I think
I bet.
it communicates that demand
Wow.
Yes.
by Gen Zs, right? Like they
Yeah.
want to know more, they want to learn more, and they want the information, and then they can decide for themselves. I'm not here to give a prescription. I'm here to give you the information about what's available. You have the power to decide, always. But talking about skills in the bedroom
Yes.
that I often teach and people really love is regarding dirty talk. And dirty talk works for people that are married in relationships, but also people that are dating, in early dating or newly dating. And I think dirty talk is an art that is like lost art. Because according to research, a lot of people have quiet sex or they moan a little bit, but they don't say anything. When in fact, in research, it shows that people want to receive, they want to hear dirty talk. But then when
Yes.
they're asked like, but do you say the dirty talk? They're like, no, we don't. right? So there's a discrepancy. There's a discrepancy between people that want to hear it and people that are saying. So like, almost everyone wants to hear it.
Yeah,
people are
Nobody wants to say it.
What are some ways that women, especially women, can feel more empowered in the bedroom? Like, are there any classes or are there sexting classes we should be taking or books? Like, what could we do to become more confident in the bedroom?
I think the very first thing is educating yourself. So reading a sexuality book, listening to podcast episode that's about sex and exploration, and like open up your mind of like what's available for me. Because then when you know, you can pick and choose. It's like the menu needs to be big in order for you to like try different things on the menu. If your menu has 2 things and you're limited to just those 2 things, then you won't feel that empowered because then you don't know what's going on.
And also your comfort level, right? How far do you want to take it?
Yeah,
right?
and that could be preference. Like you don't need to go as far as, you know, Stacy or Ashley or like everyone's different.
Right.
But a simple trick to dirty talk.
Yes.
Something that we can practice tonight.
Like something that you will practice actually right now. You're going to say it right now on the camera with me.
You know what? Let's do this exercise. I've never done this, so not the dirty talk. I've done the moaning, but not the dirty talk. I mean, because talk is talk.
I'm going to teach you the dirty talk.
Okay.
Let's see. We're ready.
Not too raunchy, so everyone listening and watching can use.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're in your car, park your car.
Grab the joystick. Okay, here we go.
So this is you're in bed, okay? And maybe the scenario is you are like kissing and you're like doing foreplay. Yeah. The first thing you can say is, do you want me?
Ooh.
You want to look them in the eyes and you want to go, do you want me?
Okay, girls. Okay, girls.
One at a time. One at a time.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. One at a time.
Oh, I love it.
I'm going to look at my camera.
Yes.
No. Here we go.
Okay. Look at the camera.
I'm going to look at my camera.
And like whisper. Because you're in bed. You go, do you want me?
Okay. Do you want me?
Yeah.
Okay. My turn. Do you want me?
Oh, she is dirty.
Oh, her voice. Okay, I'm probably panting at this point. Do you want me?
Oh,
she's panting.
You are expressive.
Oh,
I am not. I mean, no. I will say I talked to the girls about this. I'm very private. That's not to say that this already hasn't happened.
Woo!
But
wait, she gets a bow.
But yeah, no. I'm just I don't share. You know what I mean?
Share.
Okay. Yes, I don't.
But this is good. This is good that you're being open and not everybody.
Yeah, it's
there's a lot of Janets in the world out there that feel the same way.
A lot of Janets, but I think it's not that I'm conservative or that I don't talk about it. I think it's more that I'm just private with things, and so. Everything you're saying, I'm like right there with you.
Yeah, no, and that's totally okay.
Yeah.
Like I have friends that are like have quite high stake jobs, and like every time we go out, and I like want them in my video to say something, they're like, I can't say that. Yeah. Like I have lawyer friends that are like, Tara, I'm not gonna be saying that.
But this is why I love this space that we are in because I've been doing radio for more than 20 years with my husband, and I've never had these discussions like this on the radio, where LA gets to hear me talking about. I would never say, do you want me?
Right. Yeah, but that's lovely. Here, so people can see your example. Well, because all of you have different personalities, very different.
Yes.
And like every woman listening and watching can relate to someone.
Yes.
Exactly.
But I also feel like body empowerment, intimacy, conversation, communication is all important. And it starts the whole day, right? Yeah. Like the way you interact with each other, the whole day leads to a much more respectful and unified relationship. And I think it, RG can relate to. We've been married almost 20 years, and so I think you always have to check in with each other and to make sure that you're okay and to make sure that each of us is okay.
But also have fun.
And have fun.
Yes.
And talk about date nights. And we've gone into all of that stuff. So it's not that I'm like, repress. It's just that I'm just a little bit more private.
Yeah. And especially because in picking up on what Janet said, we're still young. Yeah. I'm 50 and I don't feel like a 50-year-old should feel according to standards out there. Like, I feel like we're so full of life. Our bodies still vibrate and perspire just by seeing a hot man in a movie. Benjamin Bratt, I still see him and I'm like, woo!
Same.
So I just want to be able to, allow myself to be free in that department with the person that I love, who happens to be my best friend, co-host Omar. So,
Yes.
and you girls being here you guys have given me the freedom to be me.
And we're still getting to know you.
And
Like,
she's like,
things are being revealed.
How about that?
All the time.
But you know what? I know you have to go, but we definitely want to have you back on our podcast,
Oh my God,
Dr.
it's
Tara.
incredible. Yes.
For subscribers and comadritas listening right now, where can they reach out to you for sex topics, advice, relationship, help, coaching, as you say? Is there a specific, Instagram you want to share? Or what's the easiest way to get a hold of you?
Yes.
My website.
Okay.
Yeah, my website has all my social media on there and my services and my book. So it's lovebites.co. That's LUVBITES.co.
Yeah,
And we're going to do it on the show notes too.
She has her podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
maybe-
my podcast is called Love Bites. It's on the website, and then my book is called How Do You Like It?
There it
and
is.
It's so much juicy information.
And the social media is a lot of fun too. I really enjoy all your reels. They're
following
so
you, yes.
great. They're so educational, and
Entertaining,
fun. They're very fun. They're very entertaining.
Thank you so
and
much.
Go
definitely
check her out.
Yes.
You're going to have fun
Amazing.
watching that
Dr. Tara.
content, Dr. Tara. Well, confidence, communication, compassion is the key to amazing intimacy, not just sex.
Education. I love that she emphasized that. So
I love
much.
that. And as Dr. Tara says, we should all say it together.
Yes.
Have an
orgasmic
day. Thank you, Dr. Tara.
I thought you were going to have us say, "Do you want me?"
That too. Do you want Comadres Unfiltered?
I need to practice that.
Part 2 of that I want you to use in bed is show me how much you want me.
I like
There's
that.
more. Okay.
Show
we'll
me
practice
how much
that
you want me.
offline.
That's part 2. Bye, comadritas.
Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. We'd love to see your reviews and hear your thoughts. You can also follow Comadres Unfiltered on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for more updates. New episodes every Tuesday. Until next time, comadritas.